Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because we have hit yet another psychological jackpot. That's right, Carnival Cruises is now experiencing black fatigue. So, isn't it interesting how you hear black people themselves talking about having black fatigue? And then when a cruise line has black fatigue, then suddenly they're racist. But Carnival Cruises, they are known for apparently having the highest amount of crimes being committed at sea compared to all the other cruise lines. They have had canine dogs having to come on to the cruises because people have illegal substances. They're smoking on the boats. People are getting arrested as soon as they tap down in places like Miami or Houston. People are getting into fights before they even board the boat. You've got people sneaking onto excursions without having paid for it and then refusing to leave to the point where they have to be physically picked up and escorted off of the property. And then you have people calling them racist. But before we get into the racism part, let's pull up the receipts. You guys know I'm the queen of receipts. So let's pull up some actual footage of what we see happening on Carnival Cruises. And then we will get into statements from Carnival Cruises or people who actually work there, not random commenters on TikTok and Twitter, because that seems to be who people in the black community are listening to. They're listening to random people's opinions instead of actual Carnival Cruises themselves. But let's get into some of this footage. Okay, it's gonna copyright me if I keep playing all the music that's on these TikToks, but you just saw a whole bunch of black people overcrowding the dock and all their kids like in the pool and stuff. And I'm not saying that people in the black community have rowdy kids, but you just saw a bunch of kids on the dock and now you're seeing teenagers literally doing actual backflips in the middle of the hallway to the point where people were actually complaining, saying they can't even get to their rooms. When I go on vacation, one of the main things I'm looking forward to is actually getting some sleep. So if I'm going on vacation, especially if I'm an old person and I'm like retired or something, or I just want to spend time with somebody, I don't want to wake up at 2 a.m. because it said on there after party vibes, or like it's after the after party is over. So that's probably what, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You got teenagers doing actual backflips in the middle of the hallway. First of all, one of those kids could have hurt themselves and broken a bone or something. That would have been a medical emergency. So then the boat would have had to go off to the side and like probably stop somewhere to get that person to an emergency room because, you know, he just broke his neck because he was trying to do a backflip so he can show out in front of everybody. So that's already a medical hazard. And then you got hella people crowding in the hallways to where people can't even go to their rooms.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So y'all, I was supposed to be going on a Carnival cruise. So one of my friends is turning 30 and he's never been on a cruise. He doesn't have a passport, so do not suggest flying somewhere. So he's never been on a cruise and he was like, it's my dirty 30. I want to be on a turned up ship. He'd be seeing all the videos of Carnival. He was like, I want to do that because I'm trying to be lit for my birthday, right? Well, Carnival has decided they want to rebrand. They don't want to be known as the turn-up cruise no more, the budget-friendly cruise no more. They want to be, I don't know, I guess they want to be royal. Even though when people book Carnival, they know what they are booking. They know they are booking a turn-up cruise, period. Everybody on there is looking to have a good time, party, and have fun. We know what type of people are on there. Like, everybody on there, it's just Carnival cruises are so much fun. Like, everybody is just a vibe, right? And it's like anywhere there's going to be like alcohol, things might get a little rowdy. That just comes with the territory of people being drunk. It has nothing to do with like, you know, being black, being this, the music. But these people done banned the fans. They saying no more hip hop music. So child, that was the whole purpose of us going. So now we are not going back to the drawing board because no ma'am.
A massive group of people started a brawl when they got off their cruise ship yesterday. So I'm going to play the video for you here. These people have just gotten off their 7-day Carnival cruise from Cozumel, Mexico, when they land in Galveston, Texas, which is one of the worst places to ever sail out of. And 24 people have now been placed on the do not sail list because of this fight. It's kind of just like a do not fly list on a plane. If you end up fighting with somebody in an airport, you'll get put on that list. As you see, security guards start running, but there's not much they can do. Even police get involved. You'll see them come in the picture right here. The Carnival cruise ship said this happened under U.S. Custom and Border Protection, which is where they're at right here. They were coming back into the country. And as you can see, the people even start to push the officers right there. And then the officers couldn't control them. So they start fighting the officers and then start fighting each other again. This is absolutely crazy because these 24 people will never be able to get on a boat ever again. As you can see, there's women, children, old, young, everybody was just going at it. We still don't know exactly what caused this, but you guys let me know what you think.
19 people got kicked off of a Carnival cruise in the middle of the Bahamas. But before you get mad at Carnival Cruise for doing this to paid guests, let's talk about what it takes for them to kick you off and then what happens if you do get kicked off. The Code of Conduct for Carnival Cruise highlights the importance of guests demonstrating care and respect towards others and emphasizes that disruptive behavior, such as excessive noise or illegal activities, will not be tolerated. They do charge a $500 penalty to disruptive guests, which would mean that all 19 of them had to pay $500. But Carnival emphasizes that they hope to rarely need to enforce this. So if they had to pay this money and they got kicked off, they did something really bad. Now, let's say my family got kicked off of the boat right now, July 1st. I have tried to look up flights from Bimini to any airport that they fly to, and I can't find any flights for over a week. But there is a ferry that will take you from Bimini to Miami. It takes about 2 hours, and it costs $681. The $500 fee alone times 19 people is $9,500. Add in the ferry fee, and you are well over 10 grand. And that's if you didn't have to buy a hotel room last minute for all of these people. And God forbid they use their birth certificate to board that cruise line instead of a passport, and now they're stuck in another country with no passport. Sometimes it's okay to check that FAFO attitude and not let them find out.
I am just trying to get back to my room. Do better, Carnival Cruise.
Okay. What? Turn up. Down, baby. It ain't working bad.
Okay, I had to cut it off because of the music. I don't want to get copyrighted. But as you can see, there are several fights going on. This is not even just like a fight with 1 or 2 people. No, it's literally like entire families are jumping people. They're having fights where there are like 20 to 40 people in it. They're throwing chairs. People are cheating on their spouses on the boats and getting caught. And it's hilarious how people are saying the new rules are just affecting the Black community. And Carnival said nothing about blackness or black people. We're going to pull up the rules in a minute, but it's like, okay, just based on these videos alone, this is probably not even a fraction of the stuff that goes on the Carnival cruises that does not get filmed.
Let it close, that goddamn close. Really?
crazy accident. If you know you gonna still be fucking with the nigga you left, why in the fuck did you come back? Why did you come back? Why did you come back? Why did you come back and wait for a fucking time? I hope right here.
We have to go.
I want a reimbursement. Okay. I checked in. I don't want reimbursement. Do it right now. If you want me to get a van, then give me a van. What is it to get a van?
You about to get some air for real?
Female officer. I ain't mad.
Look, the police officer got guns stuck on his side. They got You need water? Oh, man. You need some water? It's cool.
And I'm motherfucking 5'3". I ain't no goddamn child. I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman. So you better find you somebody else. You stole our place. You stole. You put your confidence when you saw me stepping there. Everybody up here saw you. Just clean when you go out. I ain't telling you.
It ain't no use for nobody getting kicked off of anything.
Are you going to send your ass on the floor?
Somebody just sit here. Just here. Please, I'm telling you. You don't need nobody to get kicked off. Just sit here. Just diffuse the whole conversation.
POV. You go on a Carnival cruise.
He assaulted me. Get my identification.
It's got cameras everywhere.
Coast Guard boarding officer, get my identification.
I will beat your ass. I will beat your ass.
Back up! Back up or get taken down!
Take me down. I dare you to take me the fuck down. Take me down.
Shut the fuck up, because I'm going to tell my story to everybody that want to hear it. You're wrong. And guess what? They're going to get sued. They're going to get sued. You're going to get sued.
Carnival Cruise arrested passengers as soon as reported in Miami at 7 a.m. This is the third person this morning.
Imagine being on a cruise and people are literally waiting until they're out at sea so they can commit crimes and assault people or rob people. Like, it's so bad to the point where they literally have the police waiting as soon as they dock so they can arrest people.
The dogs. I want to say that. The dogs. Look. Wait. What is going on? What's cute, baby? The dogs. Let's see.
Okay, so people are saying that Carnival Cruise Lines, that they are racist because they changed their rules. So I actually pulled up the letter from Carnival, and all it's talking about is curfews, the guest corridors. So it says children must always be supervised. Guests 17 and under must be out of public areas by 1 a.m. You guys just saw the clips of those teenagers doing backflips in the middle of the hallway at like 2 and 3 a.m. So how is that racist? Like, it's not racist if the people that happen to be doing the disturbances were black. And then it says, guest corridors, please refrain from running and making noise, including shouting and screaming in hallways, since doing so disrupts other guests who may be resting or sleeping in their staterooms. So I'm still trying to find the racism. So because they said you can't be loud and screaming in the hallways, apparently that's targeted against black people. And it's like, people try to call the exotical space racist, but you're literally stereotyping them saying don't be loud as them talking about black people. So it's like you're the one that thinks that black people are the loud ones. I just showed you clips of both black and white people being loud and causing fights. Then it says personal devices. For safety reasons, public announcements must be heard by all guests and crew. Consequently, guests must use earphones when listening to music or watching shows and movies on personal devices such as phones, tablets, and laptops in public spaces. All speakers and radios are prohibited and will be confiscated. Again, I'm still trying to find the racism. Like, if I'm on a cruise and I'm trying to relax by the pool and somebody's playing some loud ass music or they're watching a movie hella loud and I'm trying to talk to my friends and they're not in their room, first of all, who goes on a cruise so they can try to watch movies on their phone? That doesn't even sound smart. Anybody that's actually been on a cruise knows that their connection is pretty bad for the most part. But it's like, you have people that are going out there with their speakers. I already know that's something people would fight over. Like, if you got one party full of drunk people, they've got their speakers on, then like a couple feet away, you got another party with their speakers on. I already know that that could cause a fight. Then it says handheld fans and beverages. So this is where they're saying it's directed towards black people. They said, for safety reasons, handheld fans are not permitted in the nightclub or on any indoor dance floor. In addition, beverages are not allowed on any dance floor. Okay, so I saw videos of people doing the fans, and I also saw that people were complaining, saying that they'll be walking past them and that they're getting clacked with fans or getting hit in the face with a fan. So yes, if you're hitting people in the face with your fan, or if you're drunk and you're throwing drinks at people, or you're getting into fights, that's not racist. They're just saying that they don't want people to be using these wooden or small metal fans to whack people. And then the next one, illegal narcotics. Marijuana, including cannabis and its derivatives, and other illegal substances are unlawful and is strictly prohibited on board. Do not attempt to purchase or use any illegal substances ashore, as you may be arrested and not allowed back on board. You guys literally just saw that they have the police on deck. So as soon as they get back to the U.S., people are getting arrested because they're literally purchasing illegal substances. They're smoking, which you're not supposed to be doing on boats. And they literally had the K9 dogs coming in and like they're over here searching people's rooms because they're smuggling drugs onto the boat. Like, and then it says smoking. Smoking of any kind in undesignated areas such as staterooms and balconies is strictly prohibited. Smoking violations and any willful or negligent act of discharging or releasing any unauthorized items overboard will result in a $500 charge per violation. So that means that people are sneaking and they're like smoking on the boat, and then when the security comes up to them, they're trying to throw all their stuff overboard so that they don't get caught. Like, oh, what? I wasn't smoking. And then with the hip hop thing, because they're trying to say that Carnival banned hip hop music, that's actually false. Here's a screenshot of a person that works directly with Carnival. They said, we are now extending theme nights in our nightclub venues and will play music that fits with the theme for the evening, including R&B, dance and pop hits, blues and funk, Latin and soul, and 80s and 90s hits, among others. All genres of music are included in our programming, and hip-hop will be incorporated into several of the theme nights. So what they were doing before is, I guess people were going up and requesting songs, like asking the DJ to play certain songs. Okay, if you have 500 people asking the DJ to play the same song over and over, it's the same twerking song or the same line dancing song, then I can see how people may start to complain about that. Like, wait a minute, I've been here for an hour. Like, these random drunk people just got here, and now you're playing the same song 20 times. So if they want to do a theme night instead, that makes sense. Like, and also, I thought that black people created all genres of music. So how would it be racist if they were to exclude one genre? Doesn't rock come from black people? Doesn't country music come from black people? So what happened to that argument? Where did that talking point go? I thought that we were the blueprint of every music genre. So why are you so upset? Even if they were to exclude hip hop, wouldn't all the other genres still be black music genres? But what do you ladies think? Do you think that Carnival has black fatigue? Do you think that the people on the boat have black fatigue? Or do you think people fucked around and found out, and now they're mad because they were spending their money so they can sail on the Walmart of the seven seas, and now they're upset? Have you ever been on a Carnival cruise? What do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.